Test, 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 test. Good morning, everybody. Testing.
Hello?
Okay. Just don't touch it. I'll turn it off up there.
You're all set for, oh. Scooting behind you. Oop.
as a result, that's why I'm so frazzled, because I did it this morning.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, got it.
Well, God's in charge.
God's in charge, that's what I say. Okay. Whoa. Let us begin. The gong has rung. Podium's on? Yes, it is. Hello? Oh, there it is. I'm on again. On again, off again. It's off again? Oh, okay, good. Oh, flexibility, yeah. Okay, so good morning, everyone. It's really wonderful to see all your smiling faces out there on this wonderful rainy day. We hope you're all staying nice and warm and dry. It is nice to have the rain. Thank God. Thank you, God. So my name is Sandy Spurgeon, and I am your platform assistant today, assisting Reverend Anand. And I want to welcome each and every one of you here today. A little bit. Wait a minute. Hello? I'm hearing myself twice. Okay? No? Could I yell? Hello? Okay, good. All right, perfect. So where was I? Welcoming all of you here today, and I also want to welcome all of those on our love stream. We have calling our people that are visiting us online, we're calling it our love stream because they are a part of our congregation. Even though they're not here, they're here in our hearts. And we are in theirs, I'm sure. So again, welcome, welcome. Is there anyone here for the first time? Yay, Crystal! Welcome. We welcome you. And Carly DePross is our chaplain today. Anyone else here? If you raise your hand, that would be lovely. No? All right. So Carly is here. You know that Unity is really steeped in prayer, and we have a lot of prayer opportunity here. Keep going in and out here. We have a lot of prayer opportunity here, and Carly will be here to, I wonder if it's me.
Might be me.
Am I electric all of a sudden?
Maybe it's me.
Yeah, well, I am, but.
For some reason, that mic is not picking up. I've got to turn it up really high, which is going to create feedback.
Oh, okay.
Maybe bring it closer to you. Closer to you.
There we go. Would that work? Oh, working? Working. All right, let's see if that works, Daryl. I just brought it closer. Okay, thank you for that. Okay, now I lost my place again. Oh, prayer. So, prayer. Always good to come back to prayer, yes. So Carly DePross will be here as our prayer chaplain, and she will greet you in the chapel, which is out these sanctuary doors and to the left. There's a little chapel there that she will be happy to pray with you. And also there's another offering that we have. We have what we call a prayer healing circle. And that's when a few of us gather around you and you present what it is you'd like prayer for or blessing for. And we will pray with you and for you and just holding a beautiful space for you. So if you're interested in that, you can call the office and let Leslie know, and she will let me know, and we will schedule something for you. Usually we try to do it on Sunday after service. All right? So, and then if you have any special prayer requests, we had a little heart right here, but there is also a box out by the restrooms that you can fill out a form and request prayer. And we hold those people in prayer on our prayer list, and then we send that list off to Unity, Silent Unity. So that's our prayer offerings for you. So, well, now we're going to move on to the lighting of the Christ candle. So I just invite you to sit, get yourself comfortable in your seats and just come here, take a nice deep breath, be fully present as we open to the Christ itself, the Christ within. With gratitude, we gather as the unique expressions of the divine presence that we are. We pause to feel into this life force that invites us to be a creative partner with it. We now allow it to fully embody within our whole being. We also sense and feel the connection that exists between each one of us, the universal web of intelligence that we partake in as the human race. As we appreciate our web of connectivity with one and all, moving from a me to a we focus, we express our desire to unite with all humanity through the energy of compassion and kindness. We invite this energy to now rise up within us, while extending outward to connect with Mother Earth and all sentient beings. This uniting spirit of oneness, of the one I am presence, we call the Christ. We light this candle now as a reminder that we are all blessed by being part of this one presence. It is the truth. Let us own it and make it real in our lives. Amen. Okay, and now Kellie Garmire is here to uplift us in music, and I invite you to stand for our first community song.
I'm letting the power of God work its wonder in me. I'm letting the power of God work its wonder in me. I'm letting the power of God work its wonder in me. Oh, I'm filled with peace and serenity. I'm free. I'm letting the power of God work its wonder in me. I'm letting the power of God work its wonder in me. I'm letting the power of God work its wonder in me. Oh, I'm filled with hope and serenity. I'm free. I'm letting the power of God work its wonder in me. I'm letting the power of God work its wonder in me. I'm letting the power of God work its wonder in me. Oh, I'm filled with love and serenity. I'm free. I'm letting the power of God work its wonder in me. I'm letting the power of God work its wonder in me. I'm letting the power of God work its wonder in me. Oh, I'm filled with joy and serenity. I'm free.
All right, thank you. So now spread that love around and greet your neighbors with a handshake or hug. Your vocation.
So breakdown always happens when we break. Yes.
I like it. So I invite you back to your seats. And back to the podium.
Back. Bring it back.
Okay.
Hi. Hi. We made it. Either you're really dedicated or you were getting stir crazy. But whatever it is, we'll take it. We'll take it. We're glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. Everybody's glad we're all here. So just land where you're seated. And if you like, you can close your eyes, but you don't have to. Lower your gaze if you like. And we open up to that one power, that one presence that we are. Opening our eyes and our minds to the powers of discernment and choice, knowing that we are infinitely powerful. Even in our meat suits, our temporary addresses of our bodies, we are infinitely powerful. And we claim it and we know it. And so it is. Amen. So we're going to go over the prayer list now. Our intention, we can say this together. Together, we set the intention that as each name on our prayer list is read, that person is bathed in love and their highest good comes to them. That's so lovely that we have that. So we've got today Becky Miller and her family. And, okay, she spots me because I'm brand new here. 4 weeks. Yeah, great. So we hold all of these people in love and light. Becky Miller and her family, Joan Arbini, Bob Anderson, Ava Rose Mora, Kent Joette Trieber, Dan Apostle, DK and family, Bob Strickland, Dave and Di Connell and the Connell family, Elise Tessine, Karen Watson, Honeybee, Honeybee Towsley, Blaine Warner. Of course, all of those affected by the wildfires in Southern California, those fighting the fires, those supporting all of those who have lost their homes or worse, evacuated for safety, we hold you close with loving prayers of comfort and safety and patience and faith for healing and peace in our world. We pray that the families with children who are looking for community, they find us so that we may bless their journey and they will bless ours. We remember the whole of love empowering our prayers. And we want to give a special moment to Dave Connell. He left his body, he changed his address, passed on to the next adventure a couple days ago in the morning. So we're surrounding his family, especially Di and daughters Tracy and Lisa, with extra love and light, warm blankies of comfort. And moving on, sorry? We say one more prayer, right? Let's say it together. There is only one presence and one power, active as the universe and as our lives, the all-loving goodness of God, and all is well. Yay. Now, let's do the daily word. Yeah.
All right, so today's daily word is look ahead. Closer, Mike, I can't hold this. Okay. I look ahead with positive expectations. So many things pull at my attention. The things I must attend to, meeting the needs of others, and even my own pursuits and passions require my time and attention. Setting and working towards goals may sound like a dull undertaking, but it's actually an empowering path to spiritual freedom. Working toward a goal helps me focus and keeps me motivated. I call upon and claim my spiritual gifts of imagination and order to set my goal and plan to achieve it. I use my gift of wisdom to discern the best path and my will to make the best choices. This is the way I use the power of God to give my life meaning and make my dreams come true. I look ahead, grateful for God's presence within me. Let your eyes look directly forward, and let your gaze be straight before you. Keep straight the path of your feet, and all your ways will be sure. Proverbs 4:25-6. Amen. So now we prepare ourselves for a time of meditation. All right. Oh. Well, you'll need to give me a minute because my meditation has disappeared. It is found. Just like me. Okay. All right, just make yourself comfortable in your chairs. Now feel into your body in the chair. See how the chair is supporting you. And with your feet on the ground, just tapping into the Mother Earth, the energy of Mother Earth. You might sense some tightness or tension in your body. Just be aware of it. Bring your awareness to it. When you're ready, you can close your eyes or gaze softly downward. Now bring your attention and focus to your breath. Breathing easily and effortlessly. Breathing in light, clarity, and calm. Breathing out a release of any tension, any worries, or stress. Slow, even breathing, bringing you into a coherent state of calm and ease. We are signaling the body that it is safe to let go and relax into this present moment. Move your awareness to your heart center. Imagine it as a soft, radiant green ball of loving energy. Feel the energy of love as it expands within your heart center. Allow it to fill every cell of your body as it emits a frequency of clarity, compassion, and understanding. Affirm the power of divine presence, moving in, through, and as you in the world. A presence that empowers you is ever present to guide your choices and your actions. Sense the sacredness of this divine presence within you, free from judgment and with unlimited potential, filled with light and love. Breathe that in. Affirm to yourself, in this place, I find refuge and a safe harbor to find clarity, discernment, and to be led to right action. Feel into this energy within you and have a willingness to extend this light and love out into the world. Bring to mind a cause or an issue in the world that you would like to be different. Something that might ignite a spark in you, even a reaction in you. Feel the energy of your desire for the issue to be different. Notice what feelings come up for you. Are there any judgments, reactions that may arise around your desire? Be fully present with whatever arises and breathe into that. Love whatever arises and release and surrender it to that divine loving presence within. Affirm that divine presence of love is in all things, in all situations, and in all experiences. Give thanks that the highest and best outcome for all is now realized. Divine love and light move in you, through you, and express as you in the world. Claim it and know it to be true. With gratitude for the love you are, for the love you receive, and for the love you give, we bring this meditation to a close with a sense of sincere gratitude and love. So just bring yourself fully back into your body and into this space. And you can remain quiet, or you can join us in the next community song. It's
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a soul like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found, was blind, but now I see. Through many taught my heart to sing, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear the hour I first believed. Through many days
Many of you know that VJ, my beloved, went back to Puerto Rico last week. And as the day, the moment, the hour was approaching, I had a lot of emotions. And in this process of feeling my emotions, but also being as present as I could, I had a visual. I could feel sadness, I could feel grief coming up, but I also felt something else was going on. And this visual was similar to padlocks like this. They were like flags that were shaped like this, metal flags. And each of them had a story or a belief, a limiting belief. And there were a lot of them. And I had this, God's calling, I had this other part of the image was also, you know those long things with the hook at the end that you open up and close the awning with? It was like that, this long thing. And it was coming across me, going towards the hooks. And I could see the space between the hook and the story, the belief, whatever it was. And seeing that space, I could choose. Do I want to hook that old story, that belief, or not? It was very powerful. It was very empowering. So this visual helped me discern what's really going on here. Oh, there's some things over there that I can activate. I can use to uphold, I can take this situation and use to uphold all these old stories, or I can choose something different. And I did both. Sometimes I chose to do that, right? And sometimes I said, you know what, I'm just feeling sad in this moment. I'm feeling some grief, and I can be with this grief and ride that wave, and it doesn't have to mean anything else. So I invite you to have your own visualization like that, or something similar. So as we had in our newsletter today, Viktor Frankl from Man's Search for Meaning, this is such a potent quote, and so I'll say it again even though it's in our e-bulletin. Between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth and our freedom. So sometimes I chose not to be free and to suffer and struggle more. Other times I let it flow through me, and I really was able to just be a human in the moment and not a story-bound being. So today's sermon is the power of choice. It's also about the power of discernment, because we need to discern first before we choose, right? And power is, what is power? It's a capacity, it's a faculty, it's an ability. It's also the propulsion or the power behind. So that's our power, right? It's the thing that gets us going and makes us able. And then what's discernment? I looked it up. I'm not sure how to do this. Okay. I looked it up, and I really liked this particular synonym, which was sophistication. But also knowledge and wisdom and intelligence and knowing, sharpness, awareness. And I saw a Christian context that I thought was really great for us. It's a perception. This is discernment again. Perception in the absence of judgment. And they're talking about here judgmentalism, right and wrong dualistic stuff, right? Perception in the absence of judgment with a view to obtaining spiritual guidance and understanding. So, priests have to go through a long period of discernment. A lot of clergy have to do that. In Unity, we're a little bit more like, oh, got the call. I'm going to ignore it or I'm not, which I ignored it for 10 years. And then we show up, or we don't. But we can use discernment in our everyday. Discernment is very, very important because it tells us the light is red, not green, I need to stop. Or that's a tiger, not a kitty, I need to run, right? And these are, our nervous system is so awesome because it helps us habituate discernment so that we can just do it like, oh, red light, stopping. It's not red light, okay, what do I do here now? What do I need to do? I mean, it's like that when we're first learning, right? But eventually, discernment kind of takes over in our nervous system so we don't have to make zillions of decisions every day, just trillions. So we get to use discernment mindfully, like we like to do everything here. Giving ourselves a gap, like, some of you know that when I'm asked, how are you doing? I generally will pause and take a breath and check in. How am I doing? I'll do that now, and you can do it too, like, how am I doing? I feel a little buzzy here. I feel really excited and happy to be with you. I feel a little teary behind my eyes. So that's the knowing and the knowledge and the knowing and discernment of, okay, here's where I am. This preacher from the 1800s named Charles Spurgeon. Oh, there's some familiarity here. He did get around a lot. He was from the UK, but he bounced around from denominations, is what I saw in some of my research. He said, without providing a time of healing and discernment, there will be no hope of living through this present moment without a shattering of our common life. I'm going to read that again. Without providing for a time of healing, which is a huge focus in this community. We are really focused on our wholeness and health, and whatever we need to do includes surrender to act in order to make that so. Without providing a time of healing and discernment, there will be no hope of living through this present moment. We're having a present moment now. It's a big present moment on earth right now. This present moment without a shattering of our common life, of our unity, right? So he's really talking about me to we. I've got to keep myself clean, healed, whole, discerning, mindfully, so that we can function together as the unit that we are. Healing and discernment. So, it's the power of choice today. I've talked a lot about discernment, which has to be in place for us to make wise, mindful choices. So what is choice? We know what choice is. It's selecting or making a decision. So cutting aside other things when faced with two or more options. So discernment helps us see, what are my options? And then choosing, we make that choice. I wasn't going to talk about this guy, but I'm going to talk about him. I just snuck him in with Amazing Grace. So John Newton, a lot of you know the backstory of John Newton, who wrote Amazing Grace. He was a slave trader for a long time. He was a slave trader even though he had been enslaved himself in what's now Sierra Leone. I didn't know that part. He had a moment when his ship was going to, like it was sinking, and he had a very spiritual opening, awakening, and it changed his life. And in that moment of seeing, of clarity, of discernment, he made a choice. His choice first was to spend 34 more years in the slave trade. 34. And eventually, he made a new choice, and he became an abolitionist. And he guided the incoming prime minister and influenced him. So it's kind of like, ew, 34 years? But it's also because he went on to do good things. It's problematic that it took 34 years. And it's also great that he did something. He took his experience and made good of it. So we can give ourselves a little bit of grace when we can see there's hooks there or locks there that want to be chosen, and we choose them and we suffer. Or we do something even though we know better. Right? Anybody eat too much chocolate cake in the past and then give yourself a hard time about it? Or hurt somebody and have that hurt on the tip of your tongue and know that it's gonna not do great, but we say it anyway? We can give ourselves some grace. Sometimes it does take us 34 years to make the choice that's really in alignment with our unity, this present moment of our shared experience. I want to talk about a hero. Many of you might know him. I'm named Howard Thurman. Yeah. He wrote a book called Jesus and the Disenfranchised. I feel very excited to read it. He was, I saw in my research, a spiritual genius. And he was among two people that are documented as introducing nonviolence to MLK, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And Mr. Thurman actually went to India and shared time and space with Gandhi. And I'm guessing it was a really mutually beneficial exchange. So when he came back, he was able to light that light in the heart of MLK, of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., and say, this is actually the way. This is the way. One of the quotes from the Jesus and the Disenfranchised: anyone who permits another to determine the quality of his inner life gives into the hands of the other the keys to his destiny. So he says, anyone who permits another to determine the quality of his inner life gives into the hand of the other the keys to his destiny. So shorthand, I've heard it said, if other people are the problem, you're screwed, because you can't do anything about the other person. Also, I'm giving them the keys to how I'm doing. How am I driving? How am I being? So that's another place that we can use discernment in a very empowering way. Oh, that's yours. This is mine. That's them being them. This is me being me. Oh, that hurt a little bit. Let me discern. Is it true what just happened? Is that criticism actually true? Or are they having a hard moment? Or do they have something that got activated in them? And I'm a blank screen that they can kind of smear it on or project it onto. So yes, we have the power of discernment. And in my case, I need to be taking good care of myself so that I'm not on those automatic red light, green light discernments. Because I can do that in our interactions too. Somebody can remind me of something else, someone else, another time, and I can make a snap judgment. Or I can take that pause and discern, who is this in front of me now? Who is this? How am I being with this person right here and right now? Being human is not easy, and being adult, extra not easy. But we can remind ourselves, like, take the time for self-care, for the healing that we need, so that we can access the power of discernment. You know, if my tanks are on fumes, I'm going to just go back into those snap judgments. And then I don't have a choice. The choice has already been made for me. But if I'm taking some time to meditate, to pause, to be, then it's more easy for me to see, oh, there's locks over there. And I might want to hook it, but maybe I won't. So let's affirm together. I am clear. I discern with mindfulness. I am powerful. I choose. I am choice. I am choiceful. I am. And so it is. Thanks, y'all. That's it. Love offering.
We're keeping each other on track.
Yeah, we are. Which one?
Oh,
He's coming.
here I am again.
Yes, you are.
Okay.
This one's for me.
That's for you. Well, there's part of it's for me. So we've come to our time of love offering. So I invite you to take your love offering in your hands and put it over your heart to bless it. If you're giving with someone else, you can hold their hands as well. And we have our prayer. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And so it is. Amen.
This is a song by Sue K. Riley and Tom Kimmel called Everything Changes, and I can change too. When everything changes, I can change anything. Turning the pages, everything's new. If life's little stages are teaching me anything, it's everything changes, and I can change too. Used to be when things got crazy, I'd get to feeling low. But I found out I can't let that faze me, 'cause now I know When everything changes, I can change anything. Turning the pages, everything's new. If life's little stages are teaching me anything, it's everything changes, and I can change too. Who expects the unexpected? Life sneaking up on you. Well, sometimes we all feel disconnected. What you gonna do? When everything changes, I can change anything. Turning the pages, everything's new. If life's little stages are teaching me anything, it's everything changes, and I can change too. Who's to say why it works this way? Well, it's kind of strange, but it's true. When everything changes, I can change anything. Turning the pages, everything's new. If life's little stages are teaching me anything, it's everything changes, and I can change too. Everything changes, and I can change too. Everything changes, and I can change too.
All right, so we have a few announcements before we close. Let's spend a little time getting to know me. Isn't that cute? Today we're going to have a fireside chat afterwards, and you can ask me questions or bring your ideas. I have a couple updates that I can share with you too. So that'll be fun. Stay. We have volunteer opportunities. Did you want to come up, Mary? Our new recruiter is Mary Hughes. And also we have blood pressure and blood glucose monitoring, and that's today after the service as well. Okay, go ahead.
About the blood pressure and... Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Blood pressure clinic. We would like you guys, whoever wants it done, to come right away, and then we'll have time. We'll be able to have the fireside chat with Reverend Anand too.
So you can get snacks.
Right. First,
other
get
people.
your glucose tested,
Yes.
then get the snacks. I have to train you guys.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Thank you.
Anyway, we don't want any high glucose. We don't want to
No
call
spikes.
911.
No.
Anyway, volunteers. So I have been given the gift of volunteer coordinator. Lucky me. Actually, it's a perfect job. And so I have a sign-up sheet on the table underneath the bulletin board over there. And it's just your name, number, and anything you're interested in. But for me, when I was new here about 4 years ago, I would, during the social hour, I'd run outside and sit on the bench because everyone seemed to know everyone. I'm like, well, I'm a fish out of water. I don't know anyone. So now you guys all know me because Carly came up to me and said, I think that you should be a greeter. I'm like, I don't. Okay, anyway, and it just changed everything for me here. So just please, whatever your desires are, the whole place is run by volunteers, basically, so we have a lot to do. And it's really fun. You get to know everyone.
That's super
Okay.
fun. Thank you,
Yeah,
Mary.
you're welcome.
Yeah. Woo. Yay. Thank you, Mary. Yeah, I mentioned in another talk, maybe last week, how service really was the key to happiness for me. Surrender and service, both of them. And service requires some surrender. And I had a chip on my shoulder because nobody told me. But once I realized it, it really has changed my life. We have super exciting news. We've made it so much easier to give your love offerings on PayPal at Unity Gold. Although when I did it, when I tithed, I couldn't get it to work, but I could get that QR code to work. So we'll look into that for you if it didn't work. And that's in the e-bulletin. We have a retirement celebration for Rev Jerry. Yay, we love Jerry so much. Some of you saw in the bulletin, he gave a description or an announcement of why you haven't seen him. So actually Unity headquarters says a year for that retiring minister. And he and I were like, that's not going to work. I actually assumed that he'd be around, but it's a good idea for the minister to step back so that he can actually retire, and which he's mostly done, but I call him pretty much every day. But just for short little bursts, but also so you guys can get to know me. So that's going to be February 16th. Please come and honor him. There'll be all kinds of fun and mischief afoot. And food, lots of food. Getting it catered. Our energy healing clinics are back. The next one is next Sunday after our service. And there are 2 openings. Christy, would you like to raise your hand? So if people want to sign up, see this beautiful soul Christy, and she can help you. Okay, thank you for this one. Trash pickup is more expensive than ever. And the good news is that Waste Management offers a discount to seniors or ageless people over 62 and over. Please see Leslie or Catherine for the form you will need to apply. And it's super easy, and we can help you get it submitted if you need. And we have free e-waste pickup. We have that scheduled on Thursday, February 13th, so it's coming up. If you would like to bring your e-waste, I know that some people did today, bring it by no later than Tuesday, the 11th. Please put it in the back room across from my office. The blue room, it's also zeal, isn't it? No, it's not wisdom. It's one of the 12 powers, but it's not either of those. And there, in the sanctuary, we have a list of acceptable items. So apparently it's not everything, but it's most things. We have volunteers who make this place cozy and run really smoothly. And they infuse it with so much love and gratitude that, I don't know about you, but the first time I walked into the sanctuary, I was like, whoa, it's really powerful. So let's thank our volunteers and participants today. Sandy Spurgeon, platform assistant, thank you. Music, Kelly, as always, thank you so much, so beautifully done. Our greeters were Annie Somerville and Joe Darby, thank you. Ushers, Mark Wandro and Linda Bichetti. Carly is our chaplain today. Can you raise your hand? And she'll be available, as mentioned, for prayer in the chapel afterwards. Hospitality, Sydney and Mary, Cindy Grimsby and Mary Cooper. Sound is Daryl. We love you, Daryl. Yay. The love stream, Edward. All right, how about the slides? Holy smokes. He's been doing these beautiful slides. He made a last-minute addition for me, really last minute. Thank you, so gorgeous. And Leslie, she's learning how to up our game, thanks to Edward. Gift and Bookshop is Deb, Altar is Patricia, and Children is Julie. So let's go forward and use our power of discernment, putting on our own oxygen mask first so that we can go out and make powerful choices that positively impact the world and help us to be unified. And so it is. All right. Join me. Please stand. Join. The light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is, because I am, and all is well. And so it is.
Feeling good today. I am feeling good today. Feeling good today. I am feeling good today. God inside is lighting up every way. I can see the light in your eyes, children. I'm feeling good today. Feeling good today. I am feeling good today. Feeling good today. I am feeling good today. God inside is dancing in every way, dancing around this great big earth, and I'm feeling good today. Feeling good today. I am feeling good today. Feeling good today. I am feeling good today. God and me and God are one. Satnam. God and me and God are one. Satnam. One more time. God and me and God are one. Feeling good today. Gotcha. I am feeling good today. Feeling good today. I am feeling good today. Woo! Have a great day.
Thank you. Thank you all for coming. Have a wonderful week and feel good.